Hey, bub, and welcome to another episode of Patch with Patch. Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are looking at the 2025-01 10 patch today, the notes for this patch, and a lot of this stuff we already kind of know, but I think it's relevant to kind of go through it, especially some of the fixes. So first off, heroes and costumes. Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman joined Marvel Rivals. We knew about this, of course, already. And then their costumes, which have also been announced prior to this, the Maker and Malice for Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman, respectively. So those are pretty straightforward, straight to the point. We already knew about these. And similar here, maps and modes explore the new convoy map, Empire of Eternal Night Midtown. This map was just shown off a little bit today, but also was shown during the live streams earlier in the week, so we know about this as well. Prepare for the thrilling arcade mode Doom match and its map Sanctum Sanctorum. 8 to 12 players will engage in battle with the top 50% emerging victorious. I'm interested to try this mode. Obviously a new mode's very exciting even so early on in the game, so great to see that happening here. And then new feature in Convoy and Convergence, both sides can transition to the next spawn room sometime after the attacking side completes the current target. That sounds pretty good. It means that, you don't get trapped behind enemy lines, so to speak. Enhanced feature, during the loading phase of a quick match, you can now view the nameplates of both sides. Again, pretty cool. It's a non-issue really, but it's good to see all the same. And then season and store, unlock a dazzling shiny new battle pass featuring 10 brand new sets of heroic costumes. We've seen those as well. There's been a video on those. We've got Loki, Scarlet Witch, Wolverine, Rocket, Adam, Iron Man. I maybe have missed a few there. There's a few free skins as well. I think that'll be mentioned maybe a little bit down here. Embark on the first thrilling half of the Midnight Features season event, which I think is going to unlock us the Thor skin that we've been shown, the classic Thor skin. Dive into the latest Twitch Drops event for a Hela costume, Will of Galacta, very similar to the Magneto skin, which is obviously very exciting, especially for those who stream and watch streamers. We have revised the refresh times for various in-game content. Basically, it's going to be 2 hours later than it currently was. You're going to be able to... if you wake up a little bit, you want to play before work, you're going to be able to now, basically, at least in my current time zone, at least. And then additionally, we've optimized the mission types and removed some of the more challenging ones. So basically, there's not going to be as many annoying challenges anymore, which is good. I think, challenges, like, skill should be about playing the game and enjoying the game. It shouldn't necessarily be about completing the battle pass. The battle pass is to keep people playing and to kind of fund the game. I don't think it needs to be like giving you really obscure challenges. As regards rank, the new Celestial rank is being added. This is above Grandmaster and below Eternity, consisting of 3 divisions. So it's another set of divisions, which basically means that you can spread out the player base in terms of skill just slightly more. Rank reset based on your... So this is something I actually really don't like, by the way. Ranked reset based on your final Season 0 rank. Ranks will be demoted by 7 divisions. For example, if you ended Season 0 at Platinum 1, your Season 1 journey begins at Silver 2. Personally, I understand rank decay. I think it's a good idea generally to kind of say, hey, look, if you don't play, you're going to lose your rank. Because otherwise you're just going to get the rewards all the time and you might as well just play quick play or whatever, right? But... dropping by 7 divisions, I think, is a lot. I think personally, either they should have went with 6, they should have went with a multiple of 3, and dropped you just 2 ranks, and you basically be at exactly the same place as you were, but 2 ranks down, so to speak. Or I think you should just have dropped 1 rank rather than like a whole 2 ranks and a bit. Personally, that's me. That's how I see it. Then you've got tournaments. Newly added automatic follow function for tournament signups. Faction members can opt to follow the captain on the sign-up page. When the captain, coach initiates or cancels the sign-up process, following members will automatically confirm. Please note this feature, once activated, is effective for the current season only. So basically, the leader of the faction decides what's going on tournament-wise. New faction reporting function, report factions for perceived misconduct. Obviously, that's, it makes total sense if you think someone or a faction in general is making kind of a mockery of the game's rules, then that's obviously makes sense to be able to report a whole faction. New spectating channel, chat in real time with fellow rivals while spectating the same match. Again, perfect idea, because then you're not influencing the match, but at the same time you're able to discuss it in a sort of healthy, even if it's not healthy necessarily, but in a kind of constructive way. When spectating, the target's players' hotkeys and crosshair settings will be prominently displayed. So essentially, you get to see how people are actually playing the game and kind of understand what's going on with their setup. And new setting option: block all active invitations and faction join requests. This should have been in from the start, in my opinion, because people don't want to be bombarded with that type of stuff. Some people can get like kind of spammed with this type of thing. So anyway, that's good. And then general, a streaming mode has been added, basically allowing you to obscure your name during matches. And I think, again, good idea, of course. You don't want people to be able to stream snipe. Obviously, that's clearly the intention here. But for me personally, and I don't know whether this would change, I don't know whether it would be okay after the game. I don't know whether like your if you went in and watched a highlight or something, it'd still show your name. But because I'm uploading clips to YouTube and stuff like that, I like my name being on there because I've not necessarily got my face on there sometimes. So seeing the little name above your head actually is kind of a promotional tool in a way. So that's me personally. But I understand definitely stream sniping, especially for people who are like higher level streamers, so to speak. Basically, loads of graphic enhancements here. Added a new off option under anti-aliasing. Included a performance option for model detail. Integrated a new off option under global illumination. And added a new off option for reflection quality. Optimization: adjusted and optimized various parameters within graphic settings. So this is just basically saying, hey, if you've got a potato PC, this is how they're kind of, well, a lot of people in the community are calling it, you can play a little bit better now. And then some support as well as, sorry, this is the bigger one. Basically, mouse acceleration was a big issue for some people in the first season, and people were struggling, like their shots weren't hitting necessarily where they wanted them to. So here you have mouse settings for that, which is great. I didn't notice this necessarily myself, but I'm not a big shooter person in general. So obviously there's people bigger and better than me to talk about that specifically. Fixes and optimizations across all platforms, resolved numerous issues related to notifications, and rectified various text errors, obviously, you know, the usual sundry, and then solved several terrain issues causing characters to become stuck or move to unusual locations. Such issues will continue to be monitored and addressed. We have also added a get unstuck feature. If a character is stuck in terrain for a specific duration, you can now control it to return to the spawn room. That makes the most sense. Just having something where you can basically go, hey, kill me and put me back in the spawn room, or even if it does not kill me, just put me in the spawn room, is obviously a great addition. You know, you can't when you've got a game this big and you've got that many people playing and you've got that many variations of people how they'll play, there will be moments where someone gets stuck in something somehow, and it just will happen. So it's better to have a stuck a stuck feature, so to speak. Fix various issues, including floating broken objects, collision errors, etc. This is always going to happen if you've got destructible environments, so that's great. Fixed various map SAM problems, again, great. Resolved an extremely rare issue, where overtime couldn't be triggered or wouldn't end. Again, good idea there, to make sure that you're actually able to finish a match. Also resolved an exceptionally rare abnormal draw occurrence issue. Cool. I actually got my first draw the other day, by the way. Very fascinating to watch that happen. So heroes-wise, corrected minor movement ability discrepancies for certain heroes like Doctor Strange and Magic at both low and high frame rates. This is something that people were talking about a lot, saying that even damage was affected by frame rates at points. So this is good to see. Addressed occasional malfunctions with or inability to use Wolverine's team ability. Fixed occasional incorrect reset of Winter Soldier's ultimate ability. Fixed an issue where the Winter Soldier's ultimate ability would sometimes fail to hit targets within its range. Corrected instances where Iron Man's ultimate ability would sometimes pass through Hela during her ultimate ability. Resolved occasional synchronization issues for Venom and Spider-Man after swinging and wall crawling. Rectified a situation where Rocket Raccoon, while on Groot's shoulders, could irregularly place battle rebirth beacons, BRB, didn't know they were called that, in abnormal map locations, trapping teammates after revival. Yeah, I can get that. Fixed occasional camera irregularities after Loki transformed into certain characters during his ultimate ability. That was sort of always going to happen, wasn't it? If you've got like Loki changing into someone else, it was going to, especially a character that's larger than him, that would happen on occasion. Fixed a visibility issue that could sometimes occur when Adam Warlock, Mantis, Star-Lord were in soul form within the mist on Wakanda maps where they couldn't see or be seen by others. That's hilarious. I think that's hilarious. You're trying to revive and you don't know what's going on. Rectified instances where Squirrel Girl's ultimate ability will get stuck on specific terrain. Again, perfect, because you don't want to be wasting your ult or use your ult and then see it wasted in such a way. fixed occasional damage loss in Rocket Raccoon's primary attack, addressed irregularities and occasional failure to end Wolverine's feral leap, along with occasional abnormal behavior. Resolved instances where Luna Snow's ultimate ability occasionally failed to heal teammates. I've seen this a few times, actually, so I'm glad to see that that is being fixed. Fixed occasional sound irregularities that could occur after being consumed by the Jeff the Land Shark's ultimate ability, addressed various ability sound and voice errors for several heroes, and optimized the playback rules for heroes' ability voice lines during combat to reduce auditory confusion, which are obviously very important for people who are using audio cues for their game. And then console-wise, resolved an issue where after console matchmaking, teammates on Xbox were incorrectly shown as muted on other platforms, necessitating manual unmuting to remove the status display. Rectified instances where for some heroes, when the field of view changed, the auxiliary sight intensity and crosshair sensitivity did not adjust accordingly. Resolved an issue where certain button settings were not taken effect as intended, and the global focus switching algorithm has been optimized for smoother overall operation. So that is the patch notes for our first season, season 1, part 1. If you guys want to see the balance notes, that's a different video that has just been uploaded yesterday on my channel. That shows you all the different breakdowns of what's changing regards Hawkeye, Hela, you know, all that type of stuff, seeing what like potencies have changed on abilities and stuff like that. So if you want to see that, go and check that video out. It's the one with the little Hawkeye in the thumbnail. Until next time, guys, until the next patch, I'll see you later. Bye, guys.